Hi friends, Grief is officially here as a game mode in Black Ops 6 Zombies, and here's how to play it. First up, of course you need to select the mode from the main Zombies menu. You can see there it's one of the options you can pick. Once you're in, you can actually vote for which map you want at the start. Both teams will get the opportunity to vote, so if you don't vote, there's a chance the enemy team's going to pick their preferred map, which might not be the one you want. The main difference with Grief though is that when you load into a game, there'll also be an enemy team of enemy players in the same game on the same map with you. One of you will represent Richtofen and the other will represent Sam. The main goal within Grief is fairly simple. Like normal zombies, you just need to survive. But in this case, you need to out-survive the enemy team. Also, while killing zombies normally, you've got opportunities to grief the enemy team, hence the name of the game mode. But with Black Ops 6 Zombies, there are a few new ways to grief enemy teams. The main one being these capture zones. And while in the zones, you'll notice they've got requirements you have to fulfill, and it's kind of a race between the teams to fulfill those requirements. The first team to do that though will unlock a grief that's automatically applied to the enemy team. And there's a whole bunch of different griefs in the game at the moment that could be available. And put simply, each of these griefs will make it harder for the enemy team to survive the zombie onslaught. A few things to look out for to unlock these griefs is pretty simple. You'll see the capture zone unlock, and you'll notice a little pop-up on the left side of your screen. It presents you with a tracker box, and this tracker box shows you what the challenge is, such as getting a certain number of kills inside that zone. Plus, it also shows you trackers of both teams, so you can see which team is in the lead and therefore which team's more likely to unlock the grief. If you lose the challenge, then obviously you're the team that gets grief. If this happens to you, look at the bottom of your screen. You'll see a little timer with the icon of what the grief is. The timers do vary a little bit depending what the grief is. Some of them I've seen last about a minute, some of them are a little bit shorter, but there are some really annoying griefs. So when these capture zones pop up and the challenge pops up, honestly you really want to grind as hard as you can to be the winning team, because like I said, some of those griefs can be really annoying and actually get you killed very easily. For example, there's this grief called ammo drain that literally drains away your ammo. And even if you buy ammo at the buy station, while this grief is running, that ammo also gets drained away. I will do a full video though covering every single grief that's possible. Sometimes it's a little tricky to tell what the grief is without looking closely, so keep a lookout for that video because it's going to help you. Now you can't deal direct damage to the other enemy players in your game, but you can grief them in other ways other than doing these challenges. And one such way is simply by slowing them down, and you can do that by shooting them or attacking them. Plus, if you see the enemy team have players down and you see them trying to revive them, you can use your melee and it will interrupt their revive. You can also use non-lethal equipment, and this is definitely a change because shock sticks work pretty well against enemy players, especially if there's hordes of zombies around. Also, every time someone does go down, you'll notice the count comes down from 4v4 to however many players are down. And also, if the enemy team's really annoying you, you can lead hordes of zombies into them, and I find it works really well if they're in enclosed or tight spaces. Just group up a bunch of zombies and lead them towards the enemy team, and the zombies then get distracted by the enemies, and you can then even use your melee or shoot the enemies or punch them to slow them down, and that horde of zombies will then jump on that enemy team. So there you have it, you've got a few different options in this grief mode. You can try and play it normally like zombies, or you could have fun trying to grief the enemy team, while at the same time trying to complete those objectives so you unlock those griefs. Hopefully this helps, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.